Alright, upon reading about this subject, it seems like a lot of people were saying that what happens is the fluid just seems to seep past the nut and the threads through the splines because they didn't use any kind of sealer on it. And a lot of people said that their nut was just loose and it wasn't even a bad seal, because if it was a bad seal, it would be wet around that area, which it's not. Now, I'm probably still going to replace this. I'm still probably going to replace the seal when I get this all off of here, but it looks to me like I've got the same problem. It's just leaking through the nut and the threads and the splines. So, okay, so when reinstalling this, you have to make sure that you've got the same, I don't know how to describe it, the same amount of torque on the crush sleeve. And so, let me think here. G-Force 1320 says, I can't remember exactly, but basically tighten the nut until all the slop is out of it, and then a quarter turn more, and that'll get it back to the way it was. And then I've actually also seen people say, just mark the, let me see here, mark whatever that thing is, the nut and the yoke, with a punch. And then that'll make sure that when you're tightening it, that you get it back to the way it was too. So I guess probably what I'm going to do is go ahead and make the marks on there, and then when I'm putting it back and trying to get it back to there, I'll see if that corresponds with the tighten it till it takes up all the slop and then a quarter turn more thing. So I don't know. Let's just kind of see how it goes. I think that marked it good enough, and then I'll just try to make sure this mark is in the same spot, and then I don't even know about this. Alright, I need a different kind of punch for this part. Let's see if I can get this. I think right about there will be good. Okay. It's really not very good, but it should be more like right there. Alright. So you can see those two punch marks I made at the bottom there. The left one lines up better. Either way, I'll take a picture of it and I'll make sure it gets back to the way it was before. Not the best execution, but I think it'll still work. Alright, I'm also going to try to count the turns that it takes to come out, I guess. I marked this socket. This is a 30mm axle socket. I lost track of the turns there. Okay, this thing just comes right out, right? Doesn't seem like it does. Yeah, it does. Okay, apparently fluid's about to come out, so I need to get a drain pan. None came out. Wonder if I'm just that low on fluid. Yeah, that seal definitely doesn't look bad to me. Wonder if I should just... God, that would be probably pretty stupid to not replace it. I'll try this one, I guess. It doesn't really fit in there, but if I can just kind of... There we go. And here comes the oil. As we knew it would. ptfe thread sealant. So as long as I can get this thing back on in the right position. Okay, I think I've got it. All those marks look to be lined up the way they were before I started. There's no slop in it, and it seems to turn relatively freely, just like before. So I'm going to call that good, I guess.